Not highly recommended at all. Food is not that great. The Grand Fiesta Tour. Definitely recommend it. Over here, you find Donald Duck. Throughout the day, you'll find Donald Duck waiting right over there. Next country up, Norway. And we just crossed the border right here. Now we're in Norway. Here's where Elsa and Anna can be found. And this is the name of the house. They have now stuff from Frozen in it. Now the Frozen ride, of course, is carrying huge lines. Huge lines. This is at 11 o'clock in the morning, and already the lines are out the door. Really? Yeah. Wow. That's the Storybook Princess dining right here. And we're headed into China for our tour of the world. The line is right here. The floor right in between each two. Okay, we're now in China. It's the official China. Now, if you want to try something unique, this tea shop right here has some interesting stuff. Really interesting teas. It's called the Joy of Tea. That's highly recommended. And here's a Chinese decoration for the facade front. In the back, you can see China. That's the 360-degree Reflections of China, it's called. And in the back, we're gonna go see that now. But in the back, there's a whole bunch of shopping areas and stuff. Now, China's interesting. You have a little pathway here, where you can see little gardens and whatnot to your right. And right where I'm standing here is where the acrobats usually play. Right here in this foyer. So if they ever have acrobatic shows, stand right here.
China. When one thinks of this magnificent country, one cannot help but envision the Wanli Chancheng, the Great Wall. It once stretched like a mighty dragon across 4,000 miles of China. Welcome. I am Li Bai, a poet of the Tang Dynasty, and I have returned to share with you reflections of my beloved China. Like this great wall, it winds like a road across timeless landscapes. But one can also find landscapes that are ever changing.
The reflections of Earth behind me, I filmed only a small portion. To really absorb everything, you couldn't film it. I only filmed a very brief moment of it. It's a great show. It tells you so much about China and all the different provinces that are there. I would highly recommend this show for anyone that hasn't seen it. I just wish that they would update it. You know, it's been here since day one, same video. But other than that, we had a great time, and I highly recommend it. That's it. Okay, traveling on our world travels here. We're going into another section that they at one time were going to put either Israel here or one of the other countries. Right over this bridge is like an African outpost at this time. Now this bridge actually will move up at the end of the day to allow for the illuminations. His barge that has to come through here, which is stored back here. This bridge actually will go up temporarily so that they can put the stuff out in the lake out there. But this is just an African outpost, and I hope one day that they will actually add an African country other than Morocco. Right now we have Morocco, but it'd be nice to have another country. Who knows? Maybe even Israel could come here. Or, like I said, one of the African countries. Maybe how about South Africa? That'd be awesome. So, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, it's so large, you can actually put probably 2 here. I mean, look how far this goes back. It goes all the way back till you get to Germany, which is quite large. This is a lot of land here. So I'm sure they could easily add 2 countries here. So, okay, now we're getting here. Now, at times they do have several characters that come out here. I saw Pinocchio once. Was it Pinocchio, Michael?
Yeah.
I think it was Pinocchio here. He comes out. Or Geppetto. I think it was Geppetto that we got signatures for right here in this area. Can't remember. It's been so long. My gosh. But this area is used for that. And here's Germany. It's nice. You see those tiles on the roof? Very, very pretty. They have good beer here and pretzels. There's Oktoberfest in the back if you want to eat there. So I'll show you the pavilion. Here we go. This is a candy shop right here. You can get some fresh Werther's Originals.
Looks like they know.
There's Germany. And there are no shows here. They do have some, stores over that way. Candy shop is over here. And some more shops back in the back. So we're gonna head on over to Italy, where it's like a tradition for us. We always get a glass of wine. Restrooms right here, and the train. I don't know if you guys have seen the train, but they have LGB trains out here. A nice little setup. Love to have this in my backyard. Check this out. Because we're still in Germany, technically. Here's the train village. Give you a quick view of this. Goes all the way up there as well. Okay, let's head on over to Italy. Here's the world view. Look at that. That's Future World across the lake there. And you can see far across the lake, Canada, part of England. The rest of the countries are kind of blocked, but here is Italy. Now we're in Italy. This represents the Venice section of Italy. As you will see, a gondola down here. And this is a nice place if you can get a spot early right here for illuminations. It's an awesome location, just to let you know, for those looking for a place. Another awesome place for pizza is back there at Via Napoli. There's a restaurant back there. And the wife said that she didn't want wine this early in the evening. What's that? And we're about to enter the United States right after this bridge. Well, this little hump in the road here anyway. It's right here. Coming up. Okay. Let me see.
And he said the camera, and he says, maybe, yeah.
And now we're here by the American Adventure. There is a show back here. It talks about America. and how it all started. It's narrated by Benjamin Franklin, and I believe Mark Twain is in there as well, as they talk about America. American Adventure is a great show to watch if you like to see history. The Liberty Inn serves hamburgers, sandwiches, and fried chicken, I believe. That's it right there. And there's the American Adventure. Definitely highly recommended. Awesome song too, by the way, just to let you know. There's the sign. Pretty cool place. We've seen it so many times, we're just going to pass it by. But it really gets you in the heart if you're a true patriot. Alright, we're headed on to the next stop, which will be Japan, where we're going to have lunch. Everybody wanted some lunch, so we're going to hit Japan. Oh, for those who don't know, that's the theater. Concerts are played here. A few years back, we saw a concert with Starship, which was pretty good. That was a good one with Mickey Thomas. Very, very good show. And no matter what country you're in, you have that lake view. So you can always see that big, giant Starship Earth there. Pretty cool. Alright. Here we are, Japan. Now, Japan features an interesting taiko drummer, Matsurisa. They come out every hour, I believe. And you never know who's going to be there. It could be a guy, two girls, two guys, a girl, three guys, three girls. You never know who's going to be playing. They have so many of them. But that's the drum all covered up there by this big giant pagoda or whatever they call it. And of course up there is our favorite Japanese restaurant. That teppanyaki is really good. For those who haven't had it, I highly recommend eating there. You can watch several of my videos and see it. All of the topiaries here are pretty cool. The trees are manicured very well. And up there, we're going to try the Katsura grill. We've already tried it, but we're going to try it again to see if anything's changed. Tyler enjoyed the noodles, the udon noodles that they have. It's really good. So we'll have some lunch here, and we'll give you a review and show you what we ordered. Okay, I ordered the chicken and shrimp. Looks like they give you about 4 pieces of shrimp and a big chunk of chicken, some salad and rice. The baby had chicken, kids meal, and it looks like it's Chinese broccoli, corn, rice, and chicken. Michael ordered the chicken and beef. Stephanie got just the chicken plate, and my wife got the shrimp and chicken. So with the kids meal, you also get a cookie. They give you a chocolate chip cookie and a choice of a drink. So we're gonna enjoy our dinner and continue our world tour. Okay, the food was awesome. Tasted really good. The teriyaki sauce was perfect. In the background, you can hear Matsurisa playing the taiko drummers. Let's go check them out and see how they sound. Now to Morocco. Now, run this way. One of the oldest traditions traditions I noticed is families will come with the same color shirts. That's pretty cool. You know, you go to your local t-shirt vendor there, try to get them made up like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Maybe get different colors for different days. If you're here for 5 days, get 5 different colors. Okay, we just passed over from Japan. We're going into Morocco. For those of you who don't know, Morocco was the first country to recognize the United States as a new country back in 1776. King of Morocco did recognize the U.S. as its own sovereign nation. That's pretty cool. Now, when Morocco came by for Epcot, what they did is they sent their own architects here to build this. And from what I recall, their architects, when they were building it, like the tile work and all, not one piece is perfect. Because they're Arabic, they believe that only Allah is perfect, God is perfect, and no one else. So what they did is they made sure that every piece of tile work is broken or chipped, scratched. So if you come here and you look, you'll notice every single one of these pieces is. And they actually built all this. And they also, I believe, they were the only country that was supported by their own country. Morocco actually supported their own country. I guess they paid Disney to maintain everything and upkeep everything, and you know, the restaurants and the gift shops and all that. It's all run by Moroccan corporations, I guess, or from the country, the government itself. So that's pretty interesting. They have here the Tangerine Cafe, which is pretty decent. For those who would like to know, we've eaten here before. It's pretty decent. And Jasmine, you can find Jasmine in the back for the princesses. She's in the back by a kid cot area, I believe, with a keeper. And we've seen Aladdin as well. He's back here. And this is something new here that they added, a gift shop on the waterfront, which is kind of neat. So it's more like a Moroccan bazaar, which is kind of cool. We eaten there many years ago. Okay, we're going to continue our world tour. Okay, on the world tour, here we go. Past Tangerine Cafe up here. And again, we're about to cross over a bridge. Now, I believe in between these two countries, that little space right there, they could actually fit another country as well. It'd be small, of course, but it could do it. Some nice restrooms over here. And Morocco has the boat launch. If you're interested in crossing over to the future world, this is the boat launch. And I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, the other boat launch is over there by, in between Italy and Germany, I believe. But we're on to France. And check that out. All that land there, they could easily put another country back there, a small one, something. I'm sure it goes back quite far. So let's go check out where they have the best pastries. Our favorite place. I'm gonna go show that to you, because that is important. Oh, by the way, here's Belle. You guys wanna wait in line for Belle? Belle's here. Sometimes the Beast is out during the winter when it's cooler. Right now at this 100-degree temperatures, I don't think the Beast would be too comfortable in that outfit of his. Now this is one of their top restaurants here, Les Chefs de France. A little pricey, but had good reviews. I personally didn't care for it. It's not my style of food. You can get some fresh drinks here. Some champagne, real champagne, some frozen drinks. You'll always find a PhotoPass photographer in this area. I don't see one today. He's probably on the other side of that bridge back there. But there's usually one out here. Because of this view right here. Check this out. You're gonna love this view. This is an awesome view. Right here. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, they got the fountains. And then they have the Impressions de France. Now over here on this side is Aurora, another highly sought after princess. And as you can see, she's not out yet, but she's coming. And look at the line for her. Woo! Now some of the real fine perfumes of the world are sold here in this area. In the French part, you can see back here. They also have an ice cream shop back here. Glaces de ice or something like that. Oh, it's called La Carson des Glaces. And then of course the pastry shop. So we're headed there and we'll get some pastries and show you what they look like. Okay, here we are. We're here for the pastries, Les Halles, I guess. I don't know how you say it. But there it is. So let's go get ourselves some pastries in the back. It's right here. Here's a chocolate chunk cookie. We got a parfait of fruits. We got a chocolate dip kind of ear cookie. My son also got a parfait food. And the baby got his macaroons that he likes. There you go, baby. Have them. Enjoy. So the pastry shop has been a tradition for our family. Every year we come here. And we've never been disappointed yet. Now, Monsieur Paul is the top notch of the restaurants here, supposedly. I don't think we've eaten in there, though. And yeah, no, we haven't eaten in there. There's the Impressiones. We're going to pass that too because we've seen it so many times. But we'll go ahead and continue our world tour here. Next stop is England. So let me change the camera view to the other side. Love this fountain. You know, you can make some really nice shots here, you know. Too bad the photo guy ain't out. Oh, there they are, see? Underneath the blue little umbrella. And they take a few trick shots here too, if you ask them. So those who want to know, you can get some really good shots here. Now this bridge represents, I believe, the English Channel. The channel between England and France. So this big long bridge here represents that. And it's kind of cool. Oh no, that's the English Channel Bridge, perhaps over there. This bridge might be the one where people put those locks on there in Paris, you know? I don't know if you've heard about that. They put locks, throw away the key into the water. But look at that view. Isn't that awesome? Look at that view. How cool is that? Okay, let's continue this world tour. Over here. Bridge. This is the English Channel portion now, for sure. And I believe they built a train, didn't they, underwater as well? Which is kind of cool. Goes from one part of England to the other part of France, I believe, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I did remember reading about it, which is kind of neat. Now, for those of you wondering what's on this side of the water, let me show you this. This is another entrance. Let's say you're staying at the Swan Hotel or Dolphin. You would actually take a walkway there and come through. Also, the boardwalk villas, beach club villas, you can literally walk here. There is taxi, as you can see there, taxis, water taxis that will take you. And then you just go through security, come up that walkway, and you're in the park. This little secret little area. Okay, back to it. And there's one in front of us. So, now England has, for the people, Mary Poppins. I believe Tigger is here as well. Winnie the Pooh, perhaps, in the back for the kids. They are located in the back there. Okay, we just had to stop for some magic shot photos. And now we're headed back to our world tour. Let's go. Here's England, the UK, United Kingdom. They have the Rose and Crown. And then there's a shop. You can buy some teas and stuff. Tonight we have Mary Poppins and Alice right here. So down that walkway is Alice and Mary Poppins. And here's Alice now. There she is. Look at that. There she is. We picked a nice pretty Alice for today. And Mary Poppins is usually all dressed up as well. Here's the pub. And there's the shop. And all the way back, it goes back pretty far, by the way. We just don't have the time today to do it, but it goes in pretty deep. And they got some interesting music out here playing today. It's kind of neat. Nice little garden in the back there. The toy soldiers where you'll find Winnie the Pooh, I believe, and friends. Okay, they have a nice little telephone booth here. You guys can look that up if you want to learn little secrets about that. Okay, we're headed to Canada now. So, again, there's that nice, beautiful lake view. Honestly, you'll find that, you know, the mood here just changes you. You just feel happy. I don't see any people here all grouchy. With all these countries here to explore, it's really awesome, guys. It really is. It's an awesome place to deal with. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice Jeffrey's shop right here. You know, and again, in between Canada and England is a small spot here that Canada is using for their stage right here. That stage right there is, I don't know what they have now for the show. Changes every now and then, I guess. It used to be off kilter, but now it's, who knows. I don't see any signs either saying who it is. But there's that beautiful lake view. They've already started putting out one of the barges, it looks like. Out there in the lake, cool. Let's go over to Canada. Oh, Canada is a 360-degree show featuring many places in Canada, and also it has a narration by Martin Short, so it's pretty cool. Now, we've seen that so many times, and the show really hasn't changed, so we're not going to see it today. But it's not there, and that's the shop. It's actually down here by La Cella Steakhouse. The cellar, I guess it's pronounced cellar, cellier, I don't know. But it's down there. And let me show you what the garden is down there. I'll go this way. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. Nice rocky mountain backdrop. Okay. So, we'll head on out this way, and this is it. And there's the end right there. That begins Future World. So that's our world tour today.